Hello students, I am your English mentor and today I have come to you with a very interesting chapter. You are going to learn a lot in this chapter. So do you want to know a little more about it? Yes. So it's called Padmini. Now we are going to understand who is Padmini and what really happens in this story. So let's start off. Find these words in the grid. So before we start off, you can attempt this one small exercise and you can find all these words in this word grid. Now, without any further delay, let's just begin with the chapter. So, this story is told by a boy. Now, this entire story is told by a child just like you. So his grandmother, Amma, lives alone near a forest. So this boy who is telling this story, his grandmother lives near a forest and also she lives alone. So one day she finds a wild elephant that is badly hurt. Now since she lives near a forest, she finds animals very often. And one day she found an elephant that was hurt very badly. So Amma wants to take care of the elephant. She decided to take care of the hurt elephant. The boy's father finds a vet, Manoj, who agrees to help her. Now, the boy's father, which is the grandmother's son, found a vet. Vet is a doctor for animals and his name was Manoj. So, he also agreed to help the elephant. Now, to my delight, father and Manoj uncle took me along to Amma's house. So, to my delight means to my happiness, right? That the boy was really happy when his father and uncle took him along when they went to Amma's house. So, Amma, tell me what happened to the elephant, said Manoj uncle. Now, as you can see in the image, this is the elephant and the doctor, which is vet, and his name was Manoj uncle, right? So, he asked Amma that what has happened to this elephant. After that, Amma said, I think she was caught and held in ropes and chains. Now, when doctor asked what has happened to the elephant, Amma replied that I think the elephant was caught. Caught means that somebody had, kept her in ropes and chains. Somebody had confined her, right? So while the rest of the herd escaped, now as you can see that when all the animals escaped, when they ran away, only she was left in chains and ropes. So she was able to free herself with great difficulty. Now since the elephant was all alone, she freed herself with great difficulty. It was not easy for the elephant to free itself. The wounds are giving her a lot of pain. So, when she freed herself all by herself, then she ended up getting hurt and also her entire body had a lot of pain. So, she cannot eat or drink properly and so she is weak. So, the Amma said that she cannot even drink or eat properly because it is so hurt and that is why it has got so weak. I give her sugar cane and a little water, but she is too frightened to eat or drink. Now, since she was already hurt by human beings, then she realized that she is afraid to accept water or sugarcane even from Amma. So, as soon as the wounds heal, I am sure she will return to the forest. Amma said that whenever she recovers from this hurt and whenever she recovers from all the problems and pains, then she is going to go back to the forest. So, Amma had named her Padmini. Now, as the name of this chapter says Padmini, now we know that the elephant was named as Padmini. So, who is Padmini here? the elephant who got hurt in the forest, and Amma wanted to help her. So she called her son, and her son arranged a doctor, which is Manoj uncle, and they also took her son along with them. So she and Manoj uncle first went to see Padmini. Now, since Padmini, the elephant, was in the forest, so Manoj uncle and Amma, both of them went to the forest to take care of it. Soon they came back, and Manoj uncle told us Padmini's trunk is cut in many places, the wounds are deep. So, when the doctor observed the elephant, when he observed Padmini, he realized that she had multiple cuts in her trunk and they were all very deep, which means that the elephant was badly hurt. Now, as you can see, that this is the trunk of the elephant and it had many cuts and they were all very deep. So then he took out a gun. Amma looked at it and had tears in her eyes. So the doctor took out a gun from there and Amma felt very bad when she saw it coming. So Manoj uncle explained, Amma ji, this won't kill Padmini. I have to stitch her wounds. I can do that only when she is asleep. So Manoj uncle, who was the doctor, he explained, which is he told Amma that I will have to stitch all these cuts. Stitches to join together all these cuts so that the elephant, which is Padmini, heals very quickly. But I can do this only and only when the elephant is asleep. I cannot do it when she is awake. So, the bullets in this gun will only make Padmini sleep for a few hours. So, the doctor said that the bullet which I have is going to make Padmini asleep for a few hours, and during that time, I am going to stitch all her wounds and she will be happy again. So, the bullet worked and Padmini was soon asleep. Now, when the doctor, Manoj uncle, used that bullet, then the elephant, which is Padmini, fell asleep. So, while she slept, Manoj uncle cleaned and stitched her trunk gently. Then he returned to Amma's house, looking tired but happy. So, he was left alone with the elephant and he cleaned all the wounds and then he even stitched them all. So he came back home, but he was very tired and happy. So the next day, before he left, he told us how to look after Padmini until he came back. So the next day, he planned for going back, but he told Amma how to take care of Padmini in his absence. After that, 2 days later, Amma decided to take me to see Padmini. Padmini is much better, but still needs some help to eat and drink. So finally, Amma took the boy to see Padmini. Now she was much better than before, but still it needed help in eating and drinking. So we walked to the forest and soon came to an old temple. Now, when they walked to the forest, after that there came an old temple. Amma rang the large bell there. So there was a very large and big bell in the old temple. So the Amma rang that bell. So soon a few small animals came to the temple, then some birds. So when she rang the bell, a few animals and birds came there. So we must never show animals that we are afraid, said Amma. It makes them feel that we might harm them. She gave them some food she had brought with her. So she told that we should never show that we are afraid of animals and also we should never harm them. So she fed all the animals and birds with some food that she had got. Where is Padmini? I asked. So the boy who was narrating this story again asked that where is Padmini, the elephant? Amma just smiled. Soon there was a crunching sound of leaves and branches. It was Padmini with bandages around her trunk. So Amma just smiled, and soon there was a crunching sound of leaves, which means that somebody was eating the leaves and there was this crunching or munching sound. As mentioned, the sound made when dry leaves are crushed under the feet. So, when Padmini the elephant was walking, so she was crushing many dry leaves, and that was the sound that she heard, and branches. So it was Padmini with bandages around her trunk. Now, since the doctor had stitched her entire trunk and cuts, so it had bandages on her trunk. So she came up to Amma. Amma patted Padmini's trunk gently. So Padmini just came to greet Amma, and Amma also patted back Padmini. "How are you feeling, my child?" she asked softly. She held out two bananas. "Remember what I told you. Don't take off your bandages." So now the Amma was talking to Padmini, and she said that, "How are you feeling now, my child?" And after that she offered two bananas to the elephant, and also she said that, "Do not take off your bandages." Whom did she say it to? She said it to the uh, elephant, which is Padmini. So, and she said, "Let's go to the river. You need some water." We all walked to the water's edge. Padmini knelt down. So all three of them, which is Padmini, Amma, and the grandson, all of them went to the river, and at the water's edge, which means there was a water body there. And the elephant, which is Padmini, knelt down, which is bent low to drink water. I poured water into her mouth, many buckets of water. So we gave her good amount of water so that she doesn't feel thirsty. After that, soon it was time for Padmini to return to the forest and for us to go back home. Seeing the forest and Padmini was like a dream. It was magical. Now the boy says that it was time for Padmini to go back to the forest, and we also had to come back home. But this entire experience of the boy going to the forest, meeting Padmini, it was like a dream and it was all magical. So the boy felt very happy, and also this chapter teaches us to always take care of animals and whosoever we have around us. And whenever we see any animal which is hurt, we should always take an initiative to help them and make sure that they are no longer hurt. So this was the chapter that we had studied right now. Now I hope you understood it. So now we are going to attempt a few questions related to this chapter together. Are you ready to do that with me? Yes. First up we have the comprehension, which is tick the correct option. Now for every one question, you are going to get three options here. Now from these three options, you have to tell me which one is correct. So let's begin. That where did the father and Manoj uncle take the boy? To the forest, to Amma's house, or to Padmini? So the father and Manoj uncle took the boy to Amma's house first. And then, who was wounded? Amma, Manoj uncle, or Padmini? So it was Padmini, the elephant. After that, who took out the gun? Manoj uncle, boy's father, or Amma? It was Manoj uncle, so that he could put Padmini to sleep. Now, where did the Amma ring the large bell? In the forest, in an old temple, or in her house? It was in an old temple. After that, who patted Padmini's trunk? It was Manoj uncle, boy, or Amma? It was Amma who did so. After that, who said these words and to whom? Now we are going to understand that who said these dialogues and to whom? So, Amma, tell me what happened to the elephant. So, this was said by Manoj uncle to Amma. So, we will write Manoj uncle. After that, I am sure she will return to the forest. Amma said this to Manoj uncle. Padmini's trunk is cut in many pieces. The wounds are deep. So Manoj uncle said this to Amma. And then, where is Padmini? The boy said it to Amma. And then remember what I told you. Don't take off your bandages. So it was Amma who said it to Padmini. Now this is how we attempted that who said these and to whom. Now moving on, you are going to attempt these descriptive questions by yourself in the book. And now we are going to understand something in word building. So, read these sentences. Manoj uncle is sad. He couldn't help Padmini. So, Manoj uncle is sad. Amma is looking tired but happy. So the words sad and happy are words which are opposite in meaning. Now, in the first sentence, Manoj uncle is sad, and in the second sentence, Amma is happy. So, sad and happy are two words which are opposite in meaning. Now, let's just see that use the opposites of the words in color and answer these questions. Choose words from the box. Now, these are the questions which we have to answer, but we have to use the opposite words to fill in these blanks. So, let's begin. Is the elephant a small animal? No, it is far, big, new, cold, or slow. So, opposite of small is big. So, no, it is a big animal. So, we will write big here. After that, do you like to drink hot milk? No, I like dash milk. So opposite of hot is cold. So the right option is going to be cold here. After that, is that an old car? No, it is a dash car. So it is a new car. So we have done new as well. Is your house near the office? No, it is far. So we will fill far here. Is the tortoise a fast animal? No, it is a slow animal. So we will write slow here. And this is how we attempted this particular question. Now, write the sounds that these animals make. Choose your answers from the box. Not what kind of sound does dog produce? It barks. Dogs bark. And then lions roar. Monkeys chatter. Elephants trumpet. Cats meow. And then goats bleat. So this is how we completed this particular question as well. Now moving on, we will see some grammar related concepts. So read these sentences. Amma brought some food. She gave it to Padmini. The word in colored is a pronoun. Pronouns are used in place of nouns. It is used in place of amma in the sentence. So, she was used in place of amma. And what is that? It is a pronoun. So, pronouns can be singular. I, you, he, she, it, or plural, which is we, you, or they. They can either be singular or plural. Now, Manoj uncle went to see Padmini. He then took out a gun. So, he is used for Manoj uncle. Now, I'll tell you students that pronouns are the words which are used in place of noun. If I say that Manoj uncle was a doctor, he was very helpful. So, when I used he, I have just replaced Manoj uncle in this sentence. Otherwise, I would have said that Manoj uncle is a doctor. Manoj uncle is very helpful. Manoj uncle stitched the wounds of the elephant. So, when I use Manoj uncle, Manoj uncle, Manoj uncle again, then it will keep repeating the concept. So, instead we can use he easily. Now, to understand this concept, we are going to attempt one question together. So, herein we are going to tick the correct words and complete these sentences. So, Rahul and Rashi are my friends. We, it, play together. So, Rahul, Rashi, right? These are more than one people. Now, what is going to come here? That we play together. That Rahul and Rashi are my friends. We play together. Now, Akhil is hungry. He wants a glass of milk. It is going to come he because we have replaced Akhil here. Now, Parul is a good girl. She helps her friends. The children are at home. They are doing their homework. A tiger is a wild animal. It lives in the forest. Right? So, this is how we completed this particular exercise. Now, you are going to rewrite these sentences and use the correct pronoun in place of the underlined nouns. I'll help you attempt one. So, Tom is not well. Tom has fever. So, we are going to write that Tom is not well. He has fever. Right? And this is how you are supposed to write and complete all the other sentences by yourself so that you can practice this question very nicely. Now moving on, you are going to pronounce all of these words and understand that where we use PH and GH. After that, you are going to complete this let's write exercise by yourself in the book. Moving on, you are going to understand these life skills. Let's start off together. So, there are several ways by which we can show our love to our family. Which of the following is not a correct way? So, we should wish them by saying good morning and good night. Is this right or not? It is right. So, we should speak rudely to them. So, this is not the correct way. So, this is our right answer. We should help them to make their work easier. This is also correct. We should do it. Now, if you meet a stranger, you should share food with him, play with him, refuse to go with him. So, if you meet a stranger, you should always refuse, which is to say no, to be with him or go with him. A tiny bird has fallen from its nest onto the road. You should gently pick it up and place it in a safe corner, climb the tree and put it back in the nest, or simply walk out ignoring it. So, what is not the correct way of doing it? So, you should not walk away and simply ignore it. Either you should climb the tree and put it back, or you should pick it up and place it in the safe corner so that it can fly by itself. Now, we are going to see one last page, and it has a very creative activity for you. Now, you are going to fill in these quick facts, and it is going to be a fun time exercise for you. So, I hope that you understood this chapter very nicely, and I hope to see you super soon with some more interesting topics. Till then, take care and share this chapter with your friends and family. Take care and bye bye.